Hey YouTube, this is Yermi Yahoo Weeps. This is going to be a very unprepared video. This was something that I felt stirred in a message to give actually a few weeks ago, I think. And I was kind of putting it off because I was like, oh, I don't feel prepared, I don't feel together, I'm not very with it. And then when the hurricane hit, I was like, oh, it would be really tacky to do it now. It's not, just seems like it would not be right. So I didn't. But I keep on getting this. So I'm going to give this message because I feel like I need to. My message is basically come in out of the storm. Come in out of the storm. And you can apply that personally and on things that are going on in your life personally, or things that will or have gone on in your life personally, or you can apply it to the world around you. But that's the message that I've been getting, is come in out of the storm, because the storm can be rough. Oh my goodness, dog. The storm can be rough, and you know, I don't make predictions at all. You know, I don't try to look and see into the future or anything like that. I just kind of watch and see what's happening and see how things line up. So I don't know. Things might not get a heck of a lot worse really soon. But I think there's a possibility that they might. That they really just might. But I do know that the message stands, and the message is good, and the message makes sense to come in out of the storm. And this goes for everyone. Everyone. The Almighty Yahweh is calling to His children, and if you hear this message and you hear His voice, whether you believe in Him or not, go to Him, talk to Him, scream at Him if you need to, whatever it takes, whatever you gotta do. Whether you're screaming at Him, I don't believe you, whether you're screaming at Him, I hate you, whether you just want to quietly say, I'm going to give you the silent treatment, but I would highly, highly advise that you ask for His help. I think that's kind of crucial. Ask for His help. If you don't believe in Him, ask Him to reveal Himself to you. Ask Him to help you, whatever it is you need. Whether you need to be walking more upright, be more moral, whether you need to be seeing things clearly, whether you need to deal with issues, whatever it might be. I would highly advise that. I mean, it's always a good time to do that, but there may come a time, sooner than later, where it's crunch time, and it's too late to really take time to deal with that when you're comfortable. Now, there's a couple verses in the book of Revelation where it talks about the ones that Yahweh either protects, or the ones that are important to Him are the ones that have the testimony of Yeshua, and the ones that keep His instructions, follow His commandments. So those are the two things, I think, that you have the testimony of Yeshua, and that you're proclaiming Yeshua, and that you follow Yahweh's instructions. And His two primary instructions are love Him with everything you've got and everything you are. And if you can't do that sincerely and legitimately, you can ask Him for that. You can ask Him. And the other instruction is love each other as you want to be loved. I mean, you probably want to be respected, understood, treated right, and that's how you're supposed to, treat others, the people around you, the people in your life. And if there's problems with that, if you've got difficult people, Ask him for help. You can always ask him. You can ask him for anything. You can ask him for faith. You can ask him to reveal himself. You can ask him for anything. 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 Really. But take into account that he will only grant you what he sees fit to. If he thinks, that's a good idea, I'm going to do that. Or he thinks, no, that's not going to help you out. He won't. So it's not that he's like blowing you off necessarily. And it's not that he's just not answering you. It's just he's got like way more wisdom and knowledge than we do. And he knows exactly what he's doing. And from what I've seen, most people here in this world, they barely know what they're doing at all most of the time. I mean, I know it's true for myself, but I'm guessing it's probably true for most people. Although I do think there can be people that have self-deception that think they know what they're doing. And they really don't. Anyways, that's my take anyways. Maybe you disagree. That's fine. But that's really the message coming out of the storm, because it can get rough, and it may get rough soon. Where is safety? Where is safety? Is it in your own capabilities? Not necessarily. What can happen in the world around you that is going to be too much? Lots can happen. Lots can happen. I think that's part of the point, is that we're just not equipped to do this on our own. We're not equipped to be able to trust in ourselves and our own capabilities. I just don't think it works that way. I think you've got to have outside help. And that outside help can come from people, but people are not reliable enough to see you through the way you need to be seen through sometimes. So I'm trying to think if there's anything I forgot with this. There was some other things that I'd wanted to say, I think, but I can't remember. That's really it. Come in out of the storm. Come in where it's safe. Not saying that, you may not have to go through whatever, but oh, puppy dog. If you're where it's safe, if you're with him, you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Whatever happens, whether you suffer and die or not, you're going to be okay. Your end result is you will be okay. I mean, I know that's true for everyone, that everyone's going to be okay, but if you're in the storm, I wouldn't advise it. Personally. Oh, and if you think I've totally lost it and I have no idea what I'm talking about, you're welcome to comment. That's fine. But really, that's it. It's warning, admonition, instruction, almost a pleading. Please. Almost. Come in where it's safe. Okay. I think that is everything. But, puppy dog. Come in out of the storm. Thank you, and Yahweh be with you, and Yahweh bless you, and Yahweh bless himself through you, and have a good life. Thank you for watching. I'll talk to you later. Okay, bye.